G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 16 of our Chaos Warlock playthrough, where the second half of the last episode was just a little bit of farming for some reputation, and I have now indeed got to, where are we, honored with the Mammoth Resistance, which reminds me I need to buy, where is it, this one? So we've got the writ now. The other thing it's worth looking at here is the Void Tome here. Now, I haven't actually checked what the range on any of this stuff is. Let me just do that now, actually. So, Mammoth Void Tome, there we go. It's a blue item, and it's an offhand. So these items are 100,000 iron bits each, and so are the Mammoth Void Cuirass and Dread Cask as well, which I have purchased because I got decent rolls for them. The Void Tome can go between 112 and 168% on the chaos damage. It also gets health up to 192, so this is kind of a middling range. It does have maximum cast speed, so could be good. And that minus skill energy cost is between -7 and -9. So I would say this one is kind of middle of the range. I kind of want to get better than that, so I'm not going to buy that. Also on the Warped Pendant, let me double check what the rolls on that are. So Warped Pendant, right. The rolls on the Warped Pendant are up to 120% chaos damage, so that's actually pretty good. 7 to 9 on the cast speed, so middle of the range. The Pierce Res is kind of low, and the Elemental is minimum roll, and then the minus skill energy cost is maxed. So actually, I probably could buy that one as well. But I think I'll leave these two until later. That is 170, 180,000 iron bits. And I'll also probably sell them by accident, let's be real. So those two will be used later. The other thing we'll be using from faction vendors is from the Cult of Soleil, which we will be using... Actually, I'll just go show you. Let's go ahead and pull those up as well. So it's going to be Soleil something or other. Warped Seal, there we go. Which is going to be here with Honored, so we're almost there already, and it's going to be the Warped Seal here. So the chaos damage is from 81%, which is the absolute minimum roll, up to 120%. Then your health roll can go up to 290, so that's actually not bad, but 81% chaos res is no. And then the Pierce is up to 26, as low as 18, so this is kind of okay, except for the absolute minimum roll on the chaos damage, so we won't be using that. But yeah, that is the plan. +2 to Disintegration, so +4, and then +4 to Doombolt, so that's going to be Doombolt up here, Disintegration down here. It's all damage. Right, with regards to the rest of the normal cleanup, there is only one more thing I want to do, and that is to go and get the Devotion Shrine from the Ancient Grove, because there are 49 in normal difficulty, and I have 44 of them. Now, the other 4 that I don't have, one of them is in the Shattered Realm, one of them is in the Tomb of the Heretic, one of them is... where was the other ones, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? One's in the Temple of the Three, one is Mogdrogan's Shrine, which you need Honored for, then the Ancient Grove, then the Shattered Realm, and then the Tomb of the Heretic. So I'm actually not too fussed about those. The only other thing I can really think that might be worth doing is Devil's Crossing, but I think instead we're just going to bump the difficulty up to Elite, and I'm going to do Act 1, and then go for a run through Forgotten Gods to get the Fettan Mask. So Act 1, I'm going to... let's actually use that. I'm going to get through this pretty much as fast as I can. Now, I'm close to level 59, which is close to level 60, which means I get my relic back, which I definitely do want. And we can get decent XP from... what do you call them? From quests, that's the word. We get decent XP from quests, so let's go do some quests. Now, my good friend Barog here woke him up from a nap. We're just going to leave him, because we don't actually get much in the way of XP for killing him, so I'm just not gonna. Pharos, or Faldus here, we definitely do get XP for, so we'll let him out of his little home there, send him back to town, grab the rift, and let's go kill Kaizog, who should, in theory at least, be a pretty easy kill. Now, Aether Res is capped. Aether Crystals are Aether Crystals, which definitely want. That's the other good thing about doing Act 1 again, is I'll get access to the Warden's Laboratory. And so all of my Aether Crystal problems just go away once I get that. So, Kaizog should be a walkover. We also get the Devotion Shrine, obviously. And we've got, what, 11 points remaining. So we get the Bat, we get the Hawk, and then we get the Abomination, I think it is. Alright, there's Kaizog. Let's go ahead and eat this blueprint, if I can pick it up. Alright, everybody dies. Get out of the way. And then I'll just run over here. Let's beam these down, because I like Aether Crystals. And we can leave most of this stuff on the floor. Our gear is not set in stone, but it's relatively good for this point. I would be very happy going into Ultimate, or into Elite, sorry, with this gear. With the exception of a couple of resistances that are still relatively high. Pretty much everything else is maxed. So we're doing alright. Okay, we may as well kill the zombies. There's 59, so Physique, and then Destruction. Let's just blow these guys up. The joys of Act 1, where everything is squishy again and it dies very quickly. Alright, into the Whitemire. And we have already done the Slith. So you can see I've already ran through here. So I don't need to worry about the Slith. However, I don't really like the blue ones. So I'm just going to kill them anyway. It's kind of like priests. There's just some enemies you just have to kill. I think I've already done the fight for this Rift Gate as well. So now that I've said that, I'm not entirely sure why I didn't just Rift straight here, but anyway. And down they go. So next up, we kill the second and third zombie here. So Julius the Decayed. He is dead. Let's see where Milton is. Is Milton home here? He's not. Probably going to be up here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, over here then. There's only 3 places he lives, so he's got to be at one of them. He's going to be in this house. Hi, Milton! Bye, Milton. There he goes. Let's grab the amulet. We can turn that in. Do I want his helmet, actually? Aether Res, Poison Res. How's my Chaos? Okay, I think I want that helmet. There we go. Aether's maxed. Yeah, I want that. Unfortunately, haven't rescued Darla yet, so we can't swap the Prismatic Diamond over, and it's decently expensive, so I don't really want to make another one. So we'll just leave that for now. However, the good thing about just running through here is you do get some drops. And you can upgrade your gear a little bit before stepping into Ultimate. Mostly I'm doing this stuff because I want the reputation. It's the Avatar of Mercy. Nice little amulet. I'm actually going to have a look at that. I don't think I'm going to use it, but let's see. No plus to skills, however, plus maximum all resist is really good. And you also get the circuit breaker on that. That's not horrible, actually. I'm not going to use it because I like my +1 to Arcanist skills. But it's not bad. So we may as well do the devotion shrines as well. So we'll go in here, grab this one. I don't think I spent the previous one. So let's go ahead and finish up the spider. So now we'll do the hawk, then we'll do the bat, and then the abomination, just the right side. Most of which should be, I think I'm going to be 3 points short when I finish Act 1. So maybe I can pick up a couple in Forgotten Gods, and then that'll be it. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and chuck that in there. So the bat, or sorry, the hawk here, is just offensive ability, basically. Now, I've noticed I'm a little low on offensive ability, so get a little bit extra from that. Alright, let's rescue our merchant here. So there's only 3 places he can spawn. Let's go check the 3 of them. He's not down here. I don't think... oh no, there he is. So... send him back to town. Make sure you don't extort him, or try to extort him. He's going to be your only merchant in Devil's Crossing once we get to a certain point in the story. So it is definitely worth being nice to him. The handful of bits you'll get from extorting him is just not worth the time. Alright, we may as well push all the way through. Just get this done. Speedrunning Act 1 Elite. Not really much of an accomplishment, and it's not even really speedrunning. But just rushing through it. There's only so many things we actually want from this, and most of them don't involve killing packs of Slith. Alright, there we go. Let's grab the blueprint and we'll be on our way. I should probably consider picking up more stuff to sell, but we only have 2 more items that I actually want to buy. And no. None of that healing. There's only 2 more items I actually want to buy, and I can already afford them anyway. 3 technically, because I want 2 of the rings. And 4 technically, because I can't count. I also want the amulet in the book. So yeah, there's 4 items I want to buy. They're going to be 100 and something each, and yeah, I can already afford that. So that would be fine. Let's see if we can line everybody up. Hit everyone with the beam. Soulweave Girdle could be good. It's the 8th one. I was thinking it was the Vitality one. That's fine. It would have to have +1 to Arcanist skills anyway. Alright, so here is the Ancient Shambler, and this should be a relatively fast fight. He does Sunder, but the follow-up for his Sundering attack is nothing, basically. Even if I hadn't just killed him, he would not have done any attacks while I was actually sundered. This would be really nice for a Force Wave character. Shambler's Heart of the Grove. You get the extra damage on Force Wave. You get the Of the Grove to be a little tanky. And it even had some bonus resistances. So, very nice item. That I am going to vendor. Right, so it doesn't really matter if we do Duncan or Angram here, so I'm going to side with Angram so as I don't have to come back here and talk to him again. And also because I'm not really interested in the special recipes that either one of them will grant you access to. I don't need the guns from Duncan, and I don't need whatever it is Angram offers. But I do need the XP, so I'll take that. You can stop following me. Right, Duncan needs it. I have a group you could join us. Side with Angram. There we go. Now, in this section, we have a couple of devotion shrines, actually. We have the one just in this cave here. Then there's, I mean, technically it's another area, but the Burridge Village, the bridge leading out of it, if you go to the Secret Island, there's another devotion shrine there. So I'll be getting that. So that'll be 8 altogether from Act 1. Okay, we'll pay that shard, no worries. And then I think I'll end up getting my last 3 in Ultimate. I don't expect I'm going to bother doing the Forgotten Gods ones because they are a little bit out of the way of where I want to go. Let's pop this. Who's left? That's you. Crow Malice. Okay, any blueprints? Yep, we'll take the blueprint. That's enough. Alright, may as well grab Steven Seagal here. Here he is, the cook. Tell him about the prison, send him to the prison. There we go. Lovely. And I guess we'll go around here. So we've made it to Burridge Village. It's taken about 8 minutes, something like that. So Act 1 in Elite, something like 20 minutes to half an hour to do the whole thing, should be about right. There we go, we've got a double rare here. So this is Rune Carved of Insight. This is actually not horrible for the right character. Rune Carved and of Insight are both elemental type bonuses. But, I mean, we're playing Chaos, so no. I'm also almost certainly never going to get to Cronley's Lair, so I'm just going to kill Doreni now. And while we're here, let's go across the bridge and get the Devotion Shrine, Exalted Stash, and potential 2 treasure troves from that island. Which actually makes it sound like a really good place to go visit when I say it like that. Unfortunately, the treasure troves are only a potential, and you only get the Exalted Stash once. Same with the Devotion Shrine, so actually it's not that good. That's the wrong door. There we go. Alright, alright, I know where I'm going. I'm not lost, you're lost. So just ducking under the bridge there, and straight into this cave. And here we go, more Slith to kill. Already done the quest, unfortunately, otherwise this guy might drop a necklace, but it's already done, so he's not going to. Dynamite? Nope. It kind of looks like a pistol character the way he runs like that. It's definitely not, but it does kind of look like it. Okay, so we've made it to the other end of the tunnel. Let's just burn these guys down because they're made out of XP. And now this island is going to be fun. So you can see the Devotion Shrine there on the map, and this place is absolutely swarming with ethereals, all of whom are getting lovely buffs from the eyeballs. Alright, so potential Exalted Stash just over here. There is one on this island somewhere, just have to find it. Let's take out the regenerator. There we go, Demonic of Mending. No thank you. So here's the Devotion Shrine. We'll get this first. Let's see what we can see from there. So, Devotion Shrine. Done. That's the Hawk done. And where is my Exalted Stash? Not down here, but hey, I'll kill the Ethereal, no worries. There we go. Alright, so I'm checking all through here for the treasure trove. I'm pretty sure they only spawn up the right-hand side of the island. Same with the Exalted Stash. Actually, the Exalted Stash pretty much just does what it wants. Has several different locations it can spawn. It's also possible that I don't get any treasure troves, and I think I'm not going to get any. Bone Wraith Pauldrons. Spectral Nova is not horrible. We are Chaos rather than Vitality, but we do have some bonuses to Vitality. That's a pretty cool looking pair of shoulders. I may not have ever actually seen those shoulders. Let's just check up here, see if there's a treasure trove, but it doesn't look like it. I think the treasure troves mostly are going to be spawning kind of in this little section here, and then maybe down here as well. No dice today, that's fine. Let's go back to Burridge Village, and I need to do a little bit of backtracking because that'll sell nicely. There's the two zombies, or the bigger zombies back down here, which I have to kill. Let's just duck through here. Is Gutworm home today? Not today. Cave could potentially be there, but it's not there. Alright, so here's my two zombies. Just here. So this is Hagra and Balaros. And we're just going to kill them. Feeling a little murdery. Generally speaking, you want to kill the ice one first. Whoever's doing the cold stuff, you want to get rid of them first. But not a big deal either way. I'm going to stop here. We'll head back to town. And do a bunch of turn-ins. Let's see if we can get to level 60. I think we can. Okay, I will talk to them. Yes, I rescued you. Good job. Thank you. Going in. I think we'll be at the 60. No problem here. You are welcome. And you are dead. Yep, not good enough. Die, traitor. So Durrani is dead. Doesn't drop anything, which is not great. Sorry for your loss. Thank you for your amulet. Yep. Welcome to the town. And let's not hear some of your stories, old-timer. Alright, and Sardina can be our level 60. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Alright, so Agravix's Malice instead of the Bone Talisman. Level 60. What are we doing? 2 more in Destruction. I think I maxed this out, then this, and then probably bring the bar up to 32 and start putting points in Aspect. Possession is really nice, but it's also a lot of skill points away, so that'll most likely be the last thing we get. So Agravix's Malice, get some chaos damage. We've got +1 to Distortion and Elemental Balance. Distortion is unfortunately this one, so Panetti's, which we're not doing. And Elemental Balance is a little bit of crit damage, so it's not horrible, but it's also not great. But 1 to all Arcana skills, 15% increased damage to Ethereals and Aether Corruptions. Casting speed, some Aether res as well, so we're well over an Aether resistance, so I probably don't need to use this helmet, but also probably will. We've also got that one, so bingo, bango, bongo. We just gained a bunch of piercing, poison, and bleeding resistance, and we lost pretty much nothing. A little bit of defensive ability, but I'm okay with that. Resistances are kind of okay, except for this one. So I will put that on. Resistance is more or less capped. We're just going to ignore that because once we put this prismatic diamond back on, that will go back to capped. Lovely. Okay, we'll do a couple more quests here. There's Honored. You know what that means. That means we now have another thing to buy. And Slith Venom's available. So we could actually just leave that. And 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Everything's capped, ignore that. Do we have any access to vitality resist here? There we go. Now everything's actually capped. I kind of want to swap this one in anyway. The 14% damage to ethereals is really nice, so I think I'm going to do that once I rescue old mate. There we go. +1 skill point. On the wrong page. There we go. So next level we'll finish destruction. It's a bunch of chaos damage, which is very, very nice. Let's go do Barnabas down here. Is this enough scrap? Yep. I'll deal with the slith, no worries. Alright, so down here, what things down here do I care about? Actually, not very much. If I find a totem, I may do it. If I don't find a totem, I don't think I care. It's pretty much always a totem down here, but I don't know. We'll see. If it's Forsaken, maybe. I'll probably do it anyway, let's be honest. I do love totems, they're a good source of blueprints, if nothing else. Alright, we can ignore all this. Move speed, move skill through all of it. Alright, I'm not seeing a totem pop up on the map just yet. So maybe I'm not getting one this time. It's not looking good, is it? Oh, that, hang on, let me just get hit a few times here. The swirlies here, the arcane swirlies, or aether swirlies, that's the Agravix Malice proc here. So it does a bunch of chaos damage, and actually a decent amount of aether as well. And it's just damage. Can definitely add up. If you're getting hit a lot, fairly often in melee range, you'll get several of those stack up, and they do decent damage. Okay, so my good friend Veloth here. How much do I care about your Sunder? Turns out the answer is not much. Yep, sundered again and dead. Nope, don't care about that. There's my devotion, and we're going to start putting it into the bat here. Now, does this have resistances actually? Nope, it's all damage. The Twin Fangs here, I'll probably end up putting that on the Sigil of Consumption. What do I actually have in the plan now that I'm thinking about it? Hang on, I have to bring it up. I had it open, and then I refreshed the page on Grimtools, and it reset it back to nothing. Okay. Here we go. So, devotions. The bat is actually unbound. Okay, 3 green, 2 red. Anything else that gives 3 green, 2 red for 5 points? That might be a later thing. But I definitely prefer the Twin Fangs proc to the Flame Torrent proc, which, let's be honest, is not very good. The Jackal is 3 points. That could actually be all I need. How many green do I need for you? 18. So I'm going to have 1 extra. Yeah, I'll definitely play with that later. Don't think we actually have enough attacks to make use of that, but if I have to, I'll probably just not bind it, honestly. Okay, what do we got left? Meet Bourbon. He's going to send me to kill the Warden, so let's just go do that. I think we can just run up side here. Through the middle. There's a totem, but do I care? That's the question. I think I'm just gonna kind of speed through this. Do I want the fabric? Yes, let's get the fabric. It's a little bit of XP if nothing else, and it's not particularly difficult. Alright, let's see. There's one over here. Nope. One over here, maybe. Yep, and then the last one's going to be upstairs here. There it is. Okay, fabric attained. Let's get out of here. Alright, white main down, white main down. Okay, let's see how nice the game is going to be to me. Am I going to be able to just walk through here, or am I going to have to detour? Okay. We're getting at least a minor detour. But just a minor one by the looks. Let's go ahead and start this. Athraz the Watcher is gone. There we go. Definitely don't want these, but maybe I can sell them for something nice. Someone has indeed been here recently. It's an interesting place to hide that. Halfway inside the wall. Yep, let's go. Okay, so all that's left now is the Warden. There's one more devotion shrine. Spend those. Yeah, one more devotion shrine in the Warden's lab. Then we kill the Warden. And then that's Act 1 done, I think. Hated with the ethereals, okay. It's a good start. Where are we up to, actually? Ethereals, yeah, hated. So they've still got all of hated to go. That's a lot of ethereals I'm going to have to kill. Now the real question is, do we do the Ancient Aether Warp Totem? And I think I'm going to. Maybe I'm not. They blocked the door off on me. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. Why not? I'm pretty sure this build can handle it. Everything's maxed. I leech a ton of life. Should be fine. Famous last words and all that, but... what's the point of hardcore if there's no risk of actually dying? Alright, well, good luck. That's a lot of stars. So this is why the this totem is considered the most dangerous in the game by most people. Or maybe not the most dangerous in the game, but certainly the most lethal. But yeah, handled it like a champ. Pick up our blue and our purple, and I think the rest of that can stay on the floor. That's the Voidfire Chaos Bolt proc, which would be nice. But it doesn't come with a skill point, so no dice. Okay, can we just get the nice easy run through here? That'd be great. And survey says no. Alright, we'll have to take the scenic route, but that's alright, we'll still get there in time. No worries at all. Okay, underground transit. Do we get the nice spawn? We do not. I'm sensing a pattern here. Turns out you can't walk through walls. Which I guess is a good thing. Otherwise, what would be the point of walls? So we're coming up on the final devotion shrine for Act 1 Elite. That's going to put us at 52 out of 55. Now, like I said, I'll probably get the last 3 in Ultimate. And by probably, I mean almost certainly. Because I'm not planning on doing any of the Act 2 content. Definitely nice having these Aether Crystals, though. Nice little chunk of XP from mowing all them down. Alright. Do we get the totem here? That'd be nice. Double totem. Nope. Okay, so we're probably going to have the totem either... We've already missed it, it's back at the start. Or it's going to be further on inside the Warden's lab. And I don't think I'm going to take the time to go and get it, even if it is here, because it is a little bit out of the way. And really, we're just doing this to get the Fettan mask, so probably skip it. Okay, let's see. Do we get the nice spawn on the door? Hey, it's actually not too bad. So we're not at the Nemesis stage yet, otherwise I'd be going a little bit slower through here. But Elite Act 1, honestly, is a little bit of a joke at this point in the game's life cycle. There's been so much power creep in the expansions that Elite Act 1 is just kind of a joke. You should be coming here with no expansions, you should be getting here high 40s to sort of 50-ish. So we've got 10 levels on this area, and also expansion MIs and stuff like that, so the power creep is real. Let's just put it that way. Patch 1.2 didn't help either. There was definitely a lot of power creep in that patch. Okay, so Warden Krieg, I'm just gonna face tank him and he's gonna fall over. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and remove that off the hotbar. Yep, and go ahead and do your stomp. Go on. Didn't even feel it. Of course I did use a mirror, so there is that. Alright, down he goes. And he has dropped 19% fizz res on a shield. Generally speaking, I only check the shield for the physical resistance. The rest of the stats are usually kind of nice to have, but otherwise, who cares? And this one is not great. If you're doing Aether Pets, you really need 100% fizz to Aether conversion. And then after that, it's kind of, who cares? Alright, let's grab our Tainted Brain Matter out of this chest. This chest always drops Tainted Brain Matter. What do we got here? Same armor value. This one's Vitality and Chaos. Nope, can't afford it. Wow. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay, we're going to do a bunch of turn-ins. Did I do the turn-in for... I did? Yep, cool. You are very welcome, and thanks for the XP. You are very welcome, and thanks for buying all my junk. Let's go ahead and swap that over as well, why not? Keep the add-on. There we go. This would have been really good because, to use this for fighting Krieg. Because Krieg is an ethereal, so I would have done 14% more damage. But it is what it is. Let's go turn this in, and thank you, how can I help? I've been there, yep. Good stuff. So there's 61, so we are finally done with destruction, adding almost 2,000 flat chaos damage, and a little bit of fire damage, which I'm pretty sure is converted. Yep, so that's all chaos damage, so, what, 2.83 thousand free damage? Well, I say free, it's 12 skill points, but still, pretty good. And then we're going to start pumping the sigil now. Apparently I have to have the next quest before he will show up there, so let's go pick that up.
Good work. Is that so? The Warden?
Oh, I didn't turn in the Warden quest, that's why. There we go. Alright. Monet, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk to you ever. Alright, so I'm just here for the Fettan mask at this point. We get the Fettan mask, and then we head to Ultimate, is the plan, as it were. And as long as we're here, we can come up here to the Shrine of Haran. There's our free purple. Some hidden loot as well, which, honestly, I should pick it up. I really should. Okay, I kind of want to put these on, just to see what they look like. I'm not going to use them, but at least the icon looks really cool.
So, the three goat.
Okay, I'll take on your challenge, no worries. Buy my stuff.
Put it to good use. Got something you need stashed. It's safe with me. Promise.
Right. So, like I said, we're just here for the Fettan mask. Unfortunately, that does mean we have to do this little quest here. Not the end of the world, but, you know, hoops have to be jumped through and all that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to side with, I think... Am I going to side with Soleil again? Does it matter, actually? If this door is open, I'm going to leave this decision. Ah, it's not. Okay. Bismail. Actually, we'll do Bismail in Ultimate. So we'll take Drig here. Yep. Okay, and I'll speak to Kara. That should have opened the door. There it is, beautiful. The reason I do Bismail in Ultimate is because it's a little bit shorter. You more or less just have to kill 3 enemies for the first half of the map, and then the second half, the Temple of... is it Temple of Atef? Actually has 3 monsters in there that are really good farming for reputation. So we can go in there and kill them over and over and over. Is it Atef? It's a bead. Okay, that one. And suddenly I'm lost. Checks the map, is immediately lost. Okay. I'm going to kill the heroes because you get a decent amount of reputation from these guys. So let's see the list of who we got reputation with. Homestead. Coven. That's it. I was expecting the witch cults as well. I guess they count for beasts, not for eldritch whatevers. Eldritch horrors, I think.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. We're about halfway there. About halfway. I'll take a quick detour here, just because there's often some heroes that teleport in here. Not today, unfortunately.
Can't do that yet.
I bet you could if you tried. Sorry, I should stop talking to the character. I don't think he actually comes through on the recordings. Or at least he's very quiet, so it probably looks like I'm talking to myself. Which, let's be honest, is not the craziest thing I've done. I think starting a YouTube channel would probably be the craziest thing I've done. Alright, nearly there. Or at least nearly partway there. I think I'm going to get the Devotion Shrine in the Hidden Refuge up here. There's not too much walking involved in getting it, and it's relatively easy. I'm going to skip the one in the temple there. I'm going to skip... Ooh, I see heroes. I was going to say I'm going to skip the Soleil idiots who got stuck in a corner while they were looking for artifacts. And I'm pretty sure I still am. Nice juicy pack there, we may as well laser it. Okay, here we are in the Hidden Refuge. We'll go ahead and pop this Devotion Shrine. We'll go ahead and head back to town and craft a rigid shell. Then we'll come back and pop this Devotion Shrine. So this is the problem with getting, I guess, the elite and the ultimate ones, is they all have these funky crafting requirements. Not that it's particularly onerous, but, I mean, who's going to have a rigid shell just kind of hanging around? Pretty much nobody, so you have to go back and craft it. There we go. Decent drops out of this body. It's basically a hidden stash in terms of loot. There's the Leovinus ring, which I'll probably blow up with dynamite. Right, devotion point. There we go. Put that on sigil. Yes, I'm sure. And can we actually put this on anything? I guess we put it on the rush. May end up taking 1 point in Bloody Pox, just as a devotion procer. But I think for that one, I don't think I care enough to bother. I mean, we have got a lot of levels into it, so maybe I should care more. But, I don't think I do. So yeah, we're going to start getting more lifesteal from the sigil. And I'm not sure, can't remember off the top of my head, but I think because we're converting sigil to chaos, vitality to chaos, I think we get that conversion with the proc from the devotion we attach to it as well. If anyone knows for sure, chuck it in the comments, and I'll most likely check after the video, but I believe that's how it works. Just without checking, obviously. So I think the Twin Fangs proc there, I'm pretty sure that vitality damage is being converted because of... no, I'm wrong. It will be getting partially converted from the weapon, but I was mistaken. It definitely will not be getting converted as I was suggesting just there, because that's not actually how that weapon works. I do like to check up here for the chest. Having Celestial Essence, I think it's called, on hand, if you ever want to fight Kalagadra, is definitely better than having to go find some, because there's 100 different spawn locations for the chest that drops it. Something like that. There's a lot. I think there's another one up here. More reputation, lovely. I will have to remember to check at the end of this video if I've hit Honored with anyone else. Actually, I'm gonna check now. Why not? Honored, 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 honored. Nope, we're good. Getting close with one of those factions there. It's probably Black Legion, actually. Nope. Death's Vigil. Okay. We can absolutely go and do that. I think I will do that at either the end of this video or in between this video and the next one. I'll go get the next... I'll go get Honored with the Death's Vigil, and then I can buy the Arcanist belt. The level 50 one. Because the one I'm wearing kind of needs an upgrade. Okay, Corvin Titanivore, here he is. Let's go take him out. That's a nice Sunder. It'd be a real shame if I just completely ignored it. Alright, and he should go down relatively easily. Running out of mana though. And we can ignore the rest of this. Okay, we are almost there. Codex of who? Fire and Aether. Okay, I'm definitely not using it, but I don't recognize the name, so have a look at it. Alright, here is that one. I've done something wrong with that devotion page. I've spent points where I shouldn't, because we're nearly done and I haven't even started on the abomination. I'll have to check that. There is an issue somewhere. Okay, Fettan Mask in Elite. Level 75 to wear it, but it does have +1 to all skills in every, or in both of your masteries. So definitely worth hanging on to for that one. And this, I think we actually go get the Devotion Shrine in the top left here. And then that'll leave us with, what, one more remaining, which we can get from Kaizog in Ultimate. So let's just go for a run here. I'm going to try not to kill anything, I'm just passing through. Try not to kill something. Not the same as actually not killing anything, but we'll see how we go. Treasure trove in here? Nope. Just accidentally killed something. Sorry guys, I told you lies. Okay, I have to. I have to kill Tilkanux here. There he goes. Probably should start working on some of this stuff as well. Okay, he's reflective, and I don't think I care. There we go. Another devotion point. 1, 2. So I need to come up with 3 more. I may actually have too many there. I don't know, I'm not going to spend it for now. What I am going to do is head back to normal, actually. And go kill some Kaimons. So I think we get credit for killing ethereals with them as well. Which means if we head to the Blood Grove, we can go up and to the right. And there's plenty of Kaimon's idiots in the castle just up here. So I'll just go for a run up there. If nothing else, they have the Skybreaker, I think it is, at the bottom. So that will definitely be doable. Rhymefrost of the Abomination, Bloodsworn Scepter. Well, that's rubbish. Probably should have picked it up to sell, but it's whatever. So, what are we up to for Death's Vigil now? We need 34. I think this will probably be enough, actually. Don't think I'm even going to need to go inside. There we go, honored with Death's Vigil. So, back to Homestead. I'm going to pick up the blueprint and probably the writ. How much bits do we have? Actually, heaps. Alright, that's fine. So, the Death's Vigil have a merchant just here. Let's go ahead and grab that and that. And I don't think I need any of this anymore. However, I will grab... Oh, that's bonus to pets, never mind. I will not grab that. That'll do. Alright. 8 scrap, less steel. Let's see if we can get one with some resistances on it this time. Or maybe a proc. What was it called? Death's Waist Guard is a level 51, which is pretty good. How many can we make? I'm going to make 4 of them, I think. So, I'm going to make some Blessed Steel. I'm going to make 1 of them. Actually, I can make Imbued Silver. So 4 of them will need 3, 12, so I need to make another 8 silver. Which I have the bits for. And then we go Blessed Steel. Make 4 of those. And then if we just do Arcanist, we got 4 of this one. This is the level 51, so let's just see if we get something good. Of the Void is not horrible, so we've got that one to start with. Generals is also not horrible, but it's not particularly amazing either. Of Protection, that's just defensive ability, it's no good. And Stalwart is, I think, yeah, that's the percent defensive, so these 2 are rubbish. This is Pierce Resist, some offensive ability, and this one is Chaos Damage, so I think we do that. And I'll take my
See anything you like?
my anti-venom salve back. Actually, I'm just going to make one. There we go. And you can have that and that and that.
Put it to good use.
There we go. A little bit of an upgrade, mostly in the armor department. Also, the chaos damage is not horrible. It's not a huge upgrade, but I'll take it. Alright, and that's going to be the end of this episode. So we are now up to Ultimate. So come back for the next one. We'll be starting Ultimate then, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.